Hey guys, Tennessee Frank here with my buddy Todd from the Sergeant's Choice, and we're going to talk about a new EDC revolver that I picked up. We went out and put some rounds downrange on it, and it didn't shoot too bad. I'm pleasantly surprised at how mild the recoil and everything was in this gun. And I've wanted one of these for a long time because I had heard recoil was really mild in these, and I wanted a 357. I got my little 22 mag for like when I don't really want to carry a gun. It's nice, lightweight. I don't even know I got it. And then I got my Glock 43X, which is a nice EDC. But for me personally, being a little bit plump, the sights and everything kind of dig into my side. I mean, I really like carrying revolvers. For me, they're just a little more comfortable. So what we got here is the Chiappa Rhino. It's the 200DS. 2-inch 357, and I shot it and I really like it. Todd has never really shot a revolver before, so I let him put some rounds downrange. What did you think about it?
Yeah, it's pretty unique firearm for sure. I definitely like it. There was a minimum recoil, which is pretty unique. It's almost like shooting a 570, so to speak. Not much recoil, packs a punch though.
Oh yeah, 357 mag, that's no joke, definitely no joke. But yeah, we can go ahead and we'll do a little bit of tabletop review here, and I'll show you some targets that we shot. So let's do a little tabletop now. Okay, here we are on the tabletop, and we can get a little bit closer look at this guy. I changed out the rubber grips, put on the walnut that they offer. These are just slightly larger. Of course, they're held on with one screw. This has been safety checked, and it has kind of a unique cylinder, kind of a six-sided cylinder instead of the standard round. And what that does, it gives you a flatter profile when you're carrying the gun. I also changed out that front sight. I took the red out, and I got some 40 thousandths or 1 millimeter green and put in it, so now it's green, which my eye picks the green up quite a bit better. And you can see the barrel is on the bottom. So you're firing from that lower chamber, and that brings the recoil more straight back, so you don't get all that flip. Another nice thing about this, we can compare it with the Glock. I got the 43X, it has been safety checked. If you check the grip angle, put these two, line them up, see the grip angle on this is almost identical to the Glock. So when you shoot this, you're going to rotate your wrists forward, and that also helps a lot with recoil management. One also nice thing they do is they do give you an outside waistband holster, and it's a real high quality leather holster, made in Italy, of course, since Chiappa is made in Italy. And yes, it is pronounced Chiappa. I hear a lot of people saying Chiappa. But no, it's Chiappa, and this is a really nice holster. I did pick up a inside waistband. It's not too bad. It's the Urban Carry. It's their lock leather. I ended up grinding the locking nubs that were inside out of there because you just couldn't pull the gun out. I also had to wet this holster in hot water and rebone it in to fit that, because it just would not go in there. But other than that, I mean, the belt clip is good and sturdy. It's good heavy leather. It's not a bad holster. Little pricey. It was like 81 bucks. But there's just not a whole lot of games in town for these guns. Nobody's really making them. You don't have Bianchi or Galco or anyone making holsters for these. Carry load wise, I've been running these guys here. It's going to be the Barnes, the TAC XPD. These are listed at 1,200 feet per second out of a 2-inch barrel. I didn't get a chance to chronograph any of these, but I did chronograph 110 grain XTP load and 140 grain XTP load, and I've colored these with a black marker so I can tell the difference. Otherwise, they look identical when they're loaded. So really, I mean, you couldn't tell the difference, so this way I know what's what. And like always, I'm using the JJ magazine pouch to carry my speed loader in. And that just makes it real convenient, keeps it in your pocket so it's oriented so you can grab it. Speed loader wise, you can get custom ones from the Star Manufacturing, like I do have for my 22 mag. But Safariland's making this one, and it's for like the Ruger Security 6s, the older Rugers, and it works great. I mean, no problem at all. So I do have a speed loader. But we can take a look at some targets. First target out of the box was 110 grain XTP hand load, 7 yards. And you can see it printed a little bit left, but like I said, it was really, really mild. I mean, it was like hardly any recoil at all. Real pleasant. I mean, I was really surprised. Then I broke out the 110 grain 357 mag hand loads. And that was centered up a lot better, with the exception of that one flyer. It was printing almost dead center. So that's a pretty decent load right there, the 110 grains out of this gun. It works pretty well. Next on the agenda, I pulled out the 140 grain 357 mag hand loads. And again, I mean, it's centered pretty decent, a little bit left, but I mean, as far as elevation, can't get much better than that as far as elevation. It's not a bad little group, nice little group for 7 yards offhand. Finally, I took some of these XPDs and put through, and it's hitting a bit more left, but really tight group. I was surprised that little group it cut. I mean, there's like basically 3 of them in one hole right there in the center. So it's a real accurate load too. And I'll just kind of maybe shift my point of aim a little to the right if I gotta, you know, use this in a social setting, and that'll bring it over a little bit. As far as velocities on the hand loads, you can go ahead and pause and read this if you want, but out of the 2-inch, the 110 grain Hornady, which I loaded more on the light side, I think I went 0.2 of a grain over minimum, gave me 1,044 average, 266 foot-pounds. You'd kind of expect more, but out of a 357 2-inch, you know, you're going to lose some velocity. The 140, I thought I would get a lot more than 940 feet per second, but it is what it is, 274 foot-pounds. But accuracy was not too bad with those either. So I want to get out. I don't know if my chronograph was actually working real well. I want to get out. I want to retest the hand loads. I want to get some factory loads and run through it too. Something that has kind of a known velocity. Maybe run some of these guys through just to verify, you know, what we're doing with the chronograph, to see if these are actually on par or if maybe they were a little lower velocity than they should have been. But yeah, these are really nice. So let's kick it back over to the table here and let me and Todd talk a little bit more at you.
All right, welcome back everybody. This is the Sergeant's Choice. Please like, comment, subscribe, and let's get live. All right guys, so something about me is that I don't always shoot revolvers. However, when I do shoot revolvers, it's Chiappa. How do you say it, Frank?
Chiappa Rhino.
Chiappa Rhino, okay. Great pistol, definitely like it. Capacity is king though, so for me, I like to go with the semi-automatic. Capacity is king. So, to each his own, however you want to defend yourself, it's all up to you. But, Second Amendment rights all day, I definitely approve. So, and I don't always drink coffee, however, yes, I always drink coffee. So with that being said, contradictory to itself, I drink Real American Heroes coffee. Shout out to Real American Heroes, locally owned, veteran-owned coffee company here in Phoenix, Arizona. Please go check them out. Also, for you veterans, if you guys need any services for your VA claims or anything for PTSD, reach out to me, Tom Martin at APA Services. You can go check it out on Google. Just reach out. If you guys need help with anything like that, coffee, guns, services, all the above, hit me up. The Sergeant's Choice, Tom Martin, we out.
Liberty or death.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, we're back from the tabletop, and as you see, accuracy wasn't too bad. Shooting a little bit to the left for me, but probably need to go shoot it a little more and then kind of let the barrel wear in a little. But all in all, even with like my arthritis and stuff, I can shoot full power 357s out of this, and it's not bad at all. I mean, it's just hardly any recoil at all with 38s too. I mean, very mild. Probably kind of like the 22 mag when you're shooting 38s. So you got anything to wrap up with or say?
No, I would say, what is the difference between maybe the 38 and the 357 that you noticed within that round?
As far as accuracy, it was about the same. Recoil-wise, though, 38s were nothing. If you're recoil sensitive at all, you can put 38s in one of these, and you don't have to worry about the recoil because of the grip design and everything. It just and the lower barrel axis, it mitigates that muzzle rise that really hits you in the thumb and makes your thumb hurt because it's more straight back, so it's more into the meaty part of your palm. So it doesn't hurt that much to shoot these. But yeah, I really enjoy this gun, and we're going to get out and probably shoot it some more, get a more detailed video put out after we shoot it some more. So any final thoughts or words?
No, let's get to it.
Okay. Well, appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I always say, either we stand up for our rights or we can sit by and watch them go away. Tennessee Frank, out of here.
We out.